Welcome to another edition of Time Out Sports, the podcast. Today I have on a special guest, Ameer Jackson, Winston-Salem State alum and current pro basketball player. How you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
Ameer?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me too.
No doubt I'm doing good. Uh, so we're going to jump right into it, man. We got a lot to discuss. From my understanding, you're from Charlotte, North Carolina. Can you talk to me about, how it was growing up there and what was your intro to basketball like?
Um, I was born in Patterson, New Jersey. I was born in Patterson. So, but I lived. I mean, I did not move to Virginia with my grandmother, and then I ended up getting back with my mother when I was about 5 or 6. So, at a young age. Good. Then that's when I moved to North Carolina. And I'm actually from like when I don't really claim Patterson. I didn't really do anything there. I was a young kid, so like I really claim I'm from Concord and Kannapolis area. I live in Kannapolis and Concord, but Charlotte's right there. So we people like say I'm from Charlotte, but I'm really from the Concord Kannapolis area. But
Okay.
the basketball, man, so like since I can remember being conscious, I had a ball in my hand. Like I think I got a picture right here. If y'all can see, this is me and my cousin. That's a basketball in my hand right there. Like I think I don't even know how old I was then, but I was pretty young then, and I don't even remember this picture. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I've been playing, since I can touch a ball.
Okay, so that picture looked like it was around, I don't know, 3. Looked pretty
3, yeah.
young,
I'm
yeah.
guessing, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
around
so,
3. My mother for clarification, but around 3.
right, okay. So you've always been a big fan of sports. Did you start out like most playing multiple sports, or were you always just basketball?
Yeah, when I was real younger, I played baseball, and I was actually okay at it. And then that was at a young age. But basketball was always first. And then as I got older, I tried football, and I was like, I knew the game of football. I played wide receiver. I think the most I ever did was like I played like AAU football, and then I played 7th grade, but I didn't really play much. But then like after 7th and 8th grade, I was like, man, it's just basketball. Like it's no point, me trying to like not tire my body out, but just wear my body down more with other sports when I know basketball is gonna be the one that helps me make money in the long run, provide for my family.
How old were you when you realized that you were really good at basketball and were going to have a chance to, play in college and then even professionally?
I mean, I always dreamed of the NBA. That's still my goal. I always dreamed as a kid, but like it's kind of weird because like I went through stages of basketball. Like as I got older, about 13, 14, which I was like really taking basketball serious. I really wasn't too good. Like I wouldn't say too good, but I just had more potential to go. So it was like at that phase when I first started, I wasn't like nowhere near as like the player I am now. It was like I was like the Robin, to the Batman. I was like just the role player. And then as I got older, got to high school, I started getting more confidence. And then like high school, I want to say my junior year at Northwest Cabarrus, and I was only like 5'10", 5'9", but I had a good season. Then I averaged 20. We had a good winning record. We ended up beating Concord back then. That was around like 2013 area, 2012. Like and Concord was real good in the state. They was ranked and all that. So like then I said Northwest. I felt like I was like, man, I can go to college. I can, I feel like I can make it to the NBA. And like I'm only 5'10". I was done. I started dunking then. I think I had 4 dunks this season. It was like I woke a lot of people up. They knew I could play, but it was like that season at Northwest there showed them like, yo, he could play for real. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like then opened my eyes. Definitely.
So now I want to jump into, I don't know if the podcast listeners know that McCord Maker, the 16th ranked prospect in the country, committed to Howard University over the weekend. That was big. How we can get more of the top recruits to start attending HBCUs has been a big topic of discussion over the last few weeks. What are some of the things that you believe need to take place in order for this to happen more frequently?
I think they, need to be more kids like Maker. You know what I'm saying? That's like, let me go. Let's go to HBCU. Let me go. Do the same thing I would do at a high major there. So or even more. You know what I'm saying? Or even better. You know what I'm saying? Stat wise. So I feel like it takes Maker and a little more other people, but I feel like Maker started it, and now that I feel like a lot of kids going to play in a role in it. Like even my little brother, he's getting recruited now by high majors, and he's only a junior. He's already considering like, yo, I might go to HBCU. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's the reason I did it out of Sam. I was like, man, I want to go to HBCU. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Maker really Maker did what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to start it. I feel like now people are paying more attention, like players wise, like, yo, if he could do it, I could do it. Now they just got to see him capitalize off that this season coming up, you know what I'm saying, when he goes there. So
Right. And one of the things I think needs to happen is we got to get out of the mindset of simply being a fan or supporting our school. Now it's big to have Ram pride in my case, your case, and Jonathan's case, but you also got to celebrate all of the wins, even if you call it a small win. And what I'm seeing a lot right now is people saying that, well, why did he go to Howard? He should have chose another HBCU.
yeah,
That's not the route that's gonna get more people to start doing that. We gotta celebrate that he even chose an HBCU.
exactly. So and he gave up. I think he had like when I even think he had UCLA, all the other schools. Like it doesn't matter. He chose an HBCU. He's still, not saying that he's not going to get to where he wants. He's still not made it harder, but it's just it could have been easier going to a UCLA or one of them high major schools. He still took that harder route. Like not even a harder route with HBCU route. You know what I'm saying, and did it. So I feel like it didn't matter where he went, as long as he took he did an HBCU and he did that. I respect that more than alone, you know what I'm saying? Because people dream about going to UCLA. I dreamed about going, you know what I'm saying, just a high major school. So it's like, that's big time. I think that's real big time.
Absolutely. And I think that one of the things that I've been trying to push, other people like DJ Trails, DP, and a whole lot of other people is that if you're good enough, you'll get an opportunity. He's
sure.
going to be able to still make the league, obviously, by going to Howard.
For sure.
Because he's that good of a player. So I commend him on his decision. One thing that I also say is a lot of people have been criticizing him for going the ESPN route. I don't know if you're aware, but on Thursday, I believe it is, he's going to be doing an interview with them talking about what his decision process was for choosing Howard. And a lot of people are mad and saying that he should have chose a HBCU or a black, a black content provider or whatever, and we just gotta be grateful that he even decided to go to Howard. We gotta take it one step at a time, and it ain't gonna be perfect.
I see why people is picky about which HBCU he went to. He still went to HBCU. He still gave up to high majors. You know what I'm saying? I don't that's not even something. See, I'm glad I didn't even hear that people was mad that he's going to ESPN. And I'm like, man, that's what I'm saying. It's like at the end of the day, people was being selfish. Like, man, as long as he took he said, I'm about to do it. You know what I'm saying? It could have easily been done. He could have just went to UCLA. He actually said, I'm going to Howard. He's doing that. So I feel like, man, let the boy live. You know what I'm saying? He already going to Howard. You know what I'm saying? Let him live in this moment and, and capitalize off it. Show people why it was a good choice and why other players should do it. Right.
Absolutely. So talk to us about how how you ended up at Winston-Salem State. How was that?
It's real weird. It's real weird actually. So like leaving Sam, I didn't know nothing about no D2s. Don't get me wrong, I knew about Winston, knew about Virginia State, I knew about Livingstone, but I didn't know like powerhouse D2s, that's good in basketball. I never had to look at the D2, not trying to, saying in any type of way, but I just never did. It was always D1. So it was like when I had to go D2, I promise you, man, like I had every D2 in the nation. Like any state you can name, they contact me through Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, blowing me up. So like, and like, mind you not, school started late. I didn't get to Winston on time. So, because I was late making my decision. So I got like, Texas blowing me up. But one text out of every text I had, I had Fayetteville State. I had all them schools in the CI. I mean, all of them besides, I think, Elizabeth City. So when when Winston, it was Coach William, he texted me like, hey, Ameer, I know you need somewhere to go and get to where you want to get to, you know what I'm saying? Then he put a smiley face. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at it like, oh, he put a smile. I look at it like, oh, yo, that's weird type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just jumped out to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I hit him back. I'm like, yeah, coach, And then I already knew about the Winston culture, what I'm saying? My aunt and my grandma, my family, most of them went to Winston. My cousin, what I'm saying? I know a lot of people there that went there before I even went there. So it's like, I knew about it there off the court wise, and I knew it was close to home, what I'm saying, leaving Sam Houston State. And, my mother could touch me because I'm from Kannapolis, about a 45-minute drive hour. I was just like, Coach, man, I'll see what you're talking about. So he came to my house, Coach Williamy, and everything he promised me, he did. And me and Williamy, I had a great relationship with Williamy, what I'm saying, during that half a season I played in that year I stayed there.
Right. Okay. So it's to my understanding that you played with Robert Cologne. We had him on about a couple weeks ago, and to my understanding, you played with him his freshman year, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. So what was some of the things that you saw in Rob that made you feel like he would be the player that he is today?
I'm gonna tell you now. Me and Coach Williams was just talking about this, but Rob, man, it was his work. His work ethic. Like, don't get me wrong, I was in the gym, there, but he was in the gym. Like, he was like, what I'm saying? Boys going out, he's in the gym 11, 12 at night type stuff. Like, and he won't tell nobody. I mean, he might tell some, who else with him, but he's going to get better. And that's what I seen then. And like, during practice, I used to give him real problems in practice. People don't know that, everybody don't be in our practice. But he'll tell you, I used to give our team real problems in practice. So like every practice, any one-on-one drill, Rob Cologne, I got Ameer. I got Ameer. He's the best player. I got Ameer. He guarded me on everything. You know what I'm saying? He might have missed, a couple drills, but anything like competitive one-on-one, he guarded me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I knew, like, that boy, he's going to have a good career. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was already good as a freshman, but it was like then, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't like that. I wasn't like, let me guard the best player. He wanted to guard me. You know what I'm saying? Not to just saying he could stop me, but so he can get better. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted him to guard. I wanted to guard him. Because, believe it or not taking nothing away from that team that year, Rob was one of the most skilled player on the team then. You know what I'm saying? And he's a freshman. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to guard him too. So it was like he made me better. You know what I'm saying? There. You know what I'm saying? So I knew then, that season, I knew Rob was going to be a dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the way through.
Yeah, that's big time to be. People don't understand, man, that you have to, and whatever you're doing in life, you got to do it 100%, over 100%. You got to be bought in and put in the work in order to reach your goals. And so, Rob, he definitely had a great career at Winston-Salem State, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does at the next level.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. He had a great career, man. Shout out to Rob, man. That's a little bro. We talk, we won't say daily, but we talk, throughout the week, every week, almost, whether it's, come working out with me or just talking about basketball or just life, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely, me and him definitely have a good connection, you know what I'm saying? On and off the court.
Absolutely. So where does the situation game come from? I know you say that a lot.
That's funny. That's a long time ago, man. That's like around when I went to my JUCO college in Dodge City. And I know the rapper Chief Keef.
Yeah.
So he had like a little saying. He used to just say it in a little rap. To say it like in pictures, like situation game. And like what I'm saying, I guess it's when they go to the club, they throw a lot of money. People looking at them. It's always a situation with them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad. But see, I translated that to basketball. Like what I'm saying, I don't know what he used it for. I mean, I know what he was using it for. You know what I'm saying, for his little rap. Like his message. But I'm using it for basketball because it's like wherever what I'm saying. If I'm on the court, what I'm saying, a real game, it's going to be a situation. Whether if I don't score nothing, but shoot, I'm getting 10 people open, that's 10 assists, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a situation. Or I'm grabbing 10 rebounds, you know what I'm saying? It don't even necessarily got to be points necessarily. It's just, I'm on the court, it's a situation, you know what I'm saying? Something's going down, you know what I'm saying? So I just took that and I ran with it from 2013 all the way to now, you know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. That's real right there. So how does it feel having a little brother that hoops also? And what is some of the advice that you've given him as far as basketball in general?
It feels good, man. I'd be thankful every day just to have a little brother like that, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't went past the expectations that I gave him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing all the stuff I wish I did at that age. Even though he's bigger, you know what I'm saying? he's bigger than me now. He's only a junior. He's 6'5". So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I give him a lot of advice on and off the court. Like I'm already giving him advice for college, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where I messed up at college, you know what I'm saying? Going from messing up with that D1 and going D2. So it was like I'm telling him stuff like life situations. I'm telling him, you know what I'm saying, yo, you know what I'm saying, forget partying, forget all that, go get in the gym, you know what I'm saying? This is more important. You get to the league, we can do all that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like he's keeping me on my heels too, you know what I'm saying? Because he got 10 offers as a junior, you know what I'm saying? And out of them 10, I say 6 or 7 of them is high major. So it's like he's keeping me on my toes too, because I want to get to the NBA. That's my goal. And I know I have to, in order to do more stuff overseas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to time it up because I feel like he's going to be one and done. I feel like I'm trying to beat him, you know what I'm saying, to the NBA. I'm trying to get to that summer league one summer and, get some eyes. So it's like he's keeping me on my heels. So it's like I can't ask for another better little brother, you know what I'm saying? And I just, his work ethic is real good and all that. So it's like I'm just teaching him stuff off the court, you know what I'm saying? On the court as well, too, but just life stories so he don't mess up and have to make a harder route like I did, and which is nothing wrong with overseas, but,
If you can make it easier for your little brother, it's always great. So
Yeah,
I,
facts,
I
facts.
definitely respect that. So what are some of the similarities you see in both of you all's games?
He goes to the hole just like how I go to the hole. Like, move for move, body for body, it might be a different layup, but other than that, he definitely looked at that, you know what I'm saying, as we was growing up and, you know what I'm saying, watching me. Because he, you know what I'm saying, I mean, he really, like, idolized me because, of course, I'm his big brothers, but, it's like he really watched me, like, going to the hole wise. Everything else is all on him, you know what I'm saying. He got a different game than me, and that's the crazy part about it. But when he goes to the hole, you can see, like, if you really know me and know my game, you'll be like, yo, he goes to the hole just like his big brother, you know what I'm saying, type stuff. Like, he using the same moves, same tactics type stuff. And, like, that's stuff I did try to teach him growing up. So it's like, that's one thing I see in him. And athletic ability. He's more athletic than me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm athletic, don't get me wrong, but he's athletic. So it's like, I didn't say I teach him athletic, but I feel like he got that from our genetics or something, man, because he can jump, you know what I'm saying? And other than that, man, he got his own game, you know what I'm saying? He got his own game. And I try to just put that dog in him. That's the only thing that's the difference between me and him. It's the dog, like, you know what I'm saying? And we is two different type of point guards, don't get me wrong, but, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, I feel like you can't be too nice, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that'll come back and haunt you at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I be trying to tell him keep the gas on the pedal, you know what I'm saying? So just keep going. But yeah, that's about it for him.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, that dog in you, man, it'll make a difference, man. I've seen some teams, like as far as the NBA or college, that had more talent, but they just didn't have enough dogs. They didn't have that Patrick Beverly, that Draymond Green, that was not gonna back down, that was gonna, and be relentless. So, like you said, that's big.
So for sure.
So I know you've had to overcome multiple injuries in your career thus far. Most recently, you dealt with an ACL tear, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
How
sir.
was the rehab process, and do you feel like you are 100% now?
The rehab process was great. Shout out to D3, Fitness in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Raymond Moy and his staff. They got me back 110%, And yeah, of course, now I'm taking care of my body more, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel like before the injury, I wasn't taking care of my body, still thinking I'm young, you know what I'm saying? Don't got to stretch and do all this other stuff. Just so I feel like now, like I tore it, you know what I'm saying, that summer, but like I got surgery in August. So from August to until the COVID started, you know what I'm saying? Until I went to Africa, really, I was rehabbing with him you know what I'm saying, 3 times out the week type stuff. And that was like 6-7 months straight. And that was something I never was doing in my career, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I feel like I even feel like I am 110%, like body wise, the best my body has felt. And like, this is the best most I ever did work on my body, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely feels good. So now I just got to keep it up and maintain it and, stay healthy. But it definitely feels good though.
Okay. So what is one of the things what advice would you give people when they're trying to overcome injuries? Because I've heard that a lot of people say that, it can be tough. Sometimes you can get defeated, when you're a player that feel like you were hitting your stride and then all of a sudden you're injured. What are some of the things that you did while trying to overcome this, that kept you focused and kept your spirits up?
I mean, it was just like my first injury. Like, I feel like, everything meant to happen, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's God time or wherever it is. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it just, how can I put it? I just worked really hard, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's not one time, like, for example, I was in the guitar this past season, and mind you, not at Sam Houston on my left knee. So it's 2 years before I went to guitar, a year before Winston. Winston was my rehab year, basically, you know what I'm saying? So before Winston, I had tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus, and cartilage. And I did some work to my knee, but not as much as I've been doing to this new one. You know what I'm saying? I did a little bit to it because I was at Sam Houston, the D1. So, they did me some stuff, but not like I did to this one. And, like, I was in guitar. People like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You tore your ACL? I'm telling them, like, yeah, I tore everything in my left knee. They're like, no way. It's like, I don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like them people, you know what I'm saying? Not saying this is always the case, but I feel like them people that deal through injuries, it's always in their head like, man, dang, I'm still low key. I was hurt. I mean, I was this, I was that. Don't get me wrong. At 100%, I might think about it like 2%, like, damn, I did do this. But now, like, that 98% is just like, man, I'm good. Like, as long as I worked on my body, I'm good. And that's why I carry over to the court. And my body feels real good. Like, everything feels good. I've been bumped. I went to Africa 5 months out of surgery. It just felt good. And that's one thing I keep in my head. It's just that I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like I didn't even get hurt. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? It happened like this, and I came back like this. So it's like I don't even think about it at all. At all.
Okay, so you got that bounce back mentality. No matter what it is, you got to.
Yes, sir.
So now that you say that you feel like you're 110%, I know that you're getting ready to start playing in the Queen City Pro Am League beginning July 21st. How excited
Yep.
are you to get out there, and what are some of your expectations?
I'm very excited, and shout out to Alonzo Coleman. He put that all together. You know what I'm saying? He did that. But I'm really excited. Get to bump some guys. Some familiar faces. Really, all them familiar faces, and it's good. It's gonna be a great bump. And I get to put on, with for my city, the Concord Canapolis team. But it's like, I'm going there just to get better and work on things. I'm not going there to go do the fan pleaser, or I'm going to, I'm going to play my game, but I'm going to do stuff I need to work on for the season. Because that's my main goal, is to worry about for the season. And to just get some run and get some real bumps, some good pros, under a whistle. So I'm definitely going to, take it serious. Of course, I'm going to make sure I'm doing what I got to do, but I'm not going to be doing nothing too crazy out the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure I'm safe for the season.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's more so of that preseason work.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm scared of. I'm not even scared of, like, when I play, I'm not scared of her doing it again. I'm scared of getting hurt again before the season like I just did. And I had to sit out this whole season. That's what I'm scared of. I'm not scared about going on the court. I'm just scared about sitting out that season again. So it's like, I haven't even been, if anybody know me, I'm a big pickup guy. Like, that's how I used to get better. So it's like, now I don't play pickup no more. I might, I did it a little bit throughout the rehab process, but now I don't do it at all. And people hit me up constantly, like, yo, come here, do this, do that. Pull up. I'm like, man, I'm not even messing with it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I got bigger goals. And I feel like I can go play in that pro-am, under a whistle. That's pro like overseas. You know what I'm saying? You playing with pros, you know what I'm saying? Whether the level G League, high level college. So it's like, it's good bump. So it's like, I feel like I can get some good, bump with that.
Absolutely. Sometimes you got to make decisions that's tough, and I know it can be tough for somebody like you that loves hooping. But every run is not worth it for you. Like you said, you got bigger
Right.
goals, and so sometimes you got to rest your body and make wise decisions.
But
So, to my understanding, in September you'll be starting your second season in Qatari, right?
third. This is
Third
gonna be my
season.
third season.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
going
your
on.
third season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
So, what are some of the things you're looking forward to showing people this year while down there?
Showing people I'm a winner. You know what I'm saying? I already showed the Middle East I can score. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm known for there. Being a big point guard, I was a double-double. But I'm going to show them I'm a winner because we didn't really win that season. We played good. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a bad losing. Every game we lost actually came down to the last wire. It was no game where we lost like by 10 or 12. Every game we lost by that last minute, until that last 30 seconds. And even I lost the game, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just about winning, you know what I'm saying? Being more focused about locking on winning. Like when I went there at first, I was more amazed, like I'm here. I gotta just not just eat and for myself, but I just gotta play good. But it's like now I'm more about what I gotta do to win. And I do play to win. I was going over to play to win, don't get me wrong, but it's like now I'm more and more focused on it. I don't have to and do nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm going to shock the world and let them know I'm back, but I'm going over there to show them I'm here to win, you know what I'm saying? And that's the goal.
Okay, so like you said, you gotta show them that like you said, a winner, and I guess one of your goals also would be a closer this year.
Yeah,
More
for
so
sure.
so that you can help them win some of those close games that y'all lost in the past.
Well, I'm actually going to a different. I mean, well, we'll see. We'll see. I ain't going. We'll see.
Okay, you might have some breaking news. Feel free to drop that breaking news on right here with your boy.
I'm about to, but I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna speak too soon. But I'm definitely gonna be signed in here soon, within a week or two. It's just right now I'm playing. Just seeing what's the best
Right.
situation
Okay.
for me to win. You know what I'm saying? So
All right. So we're gonna finish up with some NBA talk. What's an NBA player that you looked up to growing up and tried to like pattern your game after?
Russell Westbrook, Russell.
Russell
You know what
Westbrook.
I'm
That's a great one.
saying? Not saying I'm trying to be athletic as him. I'm pretty athletic, but everything else around that is definitely Russell. You know what I'm saying? His aggressiveness, everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
definitely Russell.
Yeah, that's a popular answer. Every time pretty much I ask somebody, they say him as one of their answers. And I respect that because for me, I'm trying to build this media, platform and it's tough, but like I said earlier, you got to go at it 100%, and you just got to
Facts.
be on your grind daily. And that's one thing that, like I said, I respect about Russell Westbrook is, every time he out there on the floor, he doesn't cheat you.
Nope.
He
Mm-mm.
don't cheat you, and that's rare because
Yeah.
especially in the NBA with those people getting guaranteed millions of dollars. I mean, I can name you some people. I'm not gonna do them like that, but I can name you some people that they show up to work twice a week. They might play
Yeah.
four
Facts.
games, but they show up to work twice a week.
Facts.
And
Facts.
so Russell, like you said, that's a great person to look up to and try to pattern your game. He's a dog. He's not the most talented either. He's not a great shooter,
Nope.
but he is relentless in his pursuit of
Yeah.
greatness.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, he's been great.
Yep. And I definitely try to mock a lot of stuff with him. That's definitely my idol. Definitely.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about the restart? How do you think that Adam Silver and his team did with putting together the rules and what all is gonna go on?
I feel like me in my opinion, I don't think don't get me wrong, it's gonna be NBA basketball, but y'all know the NBA don't really play D. I feel like it's gonna be even worse now. Like I'm telling you, and this is just a hooper talk. This is the real. I ain't got nothing to get. I want to be in the NBA. I'm going to get there eventually, but it's like I'm just keeping it real. I just feel like the NBA they don't focus down into the playoffs, which this is that time period. But it's like they don't really take that likely to go hard. It's only some players here and there going in hard. And the reason you see them is show out the most is because they'd be the only player really doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not the team. So it's like I don't think it's gonna be good basketball at all. I think it's gonna be like a lot of just I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be great basketball, but it's just gonna give something the fans to watch. Because they still gonna be James Harden and all that. You know what I'm saying? They're still gonna do what they do, but I just don't think the overall the game it's not gonna look good. I don't think so.
Okay, so it's two things I would say to that. Um, the first is that I think that NBA players understand that back in the '80s and the '90s, the scores might be 81-75, the final score. I
Facts.
think they understand that in today's world, we don't want to see that. We
Mm.
like to see as a fan more scoring and more exciting plays, and so
And
I
that's what
think
they
that's one of the reasons why they don't prioritize defense as much. Um, and my second thing about that is, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that it was big that Chris Paul was able to change the All Star game rules.
So what did he change it to? I didn't even peep.
Okay, so they have what they call an Elam ending now, and how that
Oh,
works is
is it like the TBT in them in the M? Okay,
it's
all right,
similar but not the same.
not the
How it
same.
works for the All-Star game this past year was going into the fourth quarter they added 24 points. So say the West was up 120 to 110.
Yeah,
At that point, the target score would have been 134. Yeah, 120. Yeah, so no, the target score would have been 144. Excuse me.
144. Yeah,
Right. So the West would have had to get 10 points less than the East.
yeah,
And so that's how that works. So it made you not necessarily look at the clock, but you had to be more, the team that was
more
down especially had to be more cognizant of every possession, every play.
facts.
Because
Facts.
you had to, pick up some ground on the scoreboard. So I think that was big changing that rule because that's
That's
how
what's
Kobe
up.
was. He gave it to you, like you said about Russell Westbrook. He was relentless every play. And so it was good that they was able to change that up
For
and
sure. That
honor
is.
him.
That's definitely it.
Yeah, because for me, I had stopped enjoying the All-Star game. You
Yeah, because
know,
it's just it just it's a show, and it's
yeah.
just
I mean,
it
and
get a
you
little
like,
serious at the end. It get a little serious, depending who out there, but it's just a show. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause shoot, I definitely want to be an All Star one day, and I put on the show too. But that's just what it is. It don't get serious until that end. Then
yeah. But at the end of the day, you want to see those highlights, but you want to see teams actually trying out. So I mean, it would be to the point where people are just literally standing there watching you dunk the ball.
watch you go down.
That's not fun for me to watch as a fan. It's just not.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's not.
So
You want to see actually
so
some D, actually work for that bucket, then go dunk on them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I feel it. I definitely feel it, man.
Yeah. So the last question I wanted to ask, you said that you don't think the basketball is going to be great, especially in the first 8 games when they return. Who is the team that you think is a sleeper, and then who is your favorite to win the title?
Shit, yeah, I can answer your question with both. Both of them, I think it's Houston, like sleeper, and I think they're gonna win it.
Okay.
I think so. That's just me. I like that small ball they're doing. I gotta go with it. It's just I like that Russell and Harden. I love it, and I love the small ball game too with Tucker at the 4, at the 5. I'm
Yeah.
actually signed under their agency. I'm signed with the same agency as him.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that small ball.
For me, I like Houston, but I don't love Houston. I have my reservations, and I'll tell you
Yeah,
why. I think that we got to see James Harden for one. We got to see him be the James Harden that he is in the regular season in the playoffs.
facts.
Okay, and then my other reservation is when you bang up against the Lakers and AD, PJ Tucker cannot guard AD.
Can't.
So how you gonna do that? And you have no centers.
I'm still mad they gave away Capella. I'm still pissed about that. I didn't see no point in that. But I don't know, man. Like I said, like they gonna have to run the gun. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to be gritty. They're gonna have to be. They're gonna have to, they take it back to the old days. They're gonna have to be real physical, and that's what I think Houston do a little bit too. They're a little physical, but he definitely can't guard no AD. He definitely can't guard AD.
And the thing about Harden, is he's streaky as a shooter. They're gonna have to be him and Russ gonna have to be able to make threes
They're going to hit the shots.
in the postseason. Yeah, they're gonna have to be shooting that 3 ball at an effective level, and I'm not
It's
so
more
sure.
Rusty, so I think though too, because Harden's gonna put up like 23s. He's gonna hit up 10 of them. I'm just speaking. Rusty will put up 20 of them, only hit about 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? It's really on the Rusty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking types. So I feel like it's really more of a Rusty to be more consistent at that 3.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
I think that they're gonna lose in the paint. Like I said, for a hypothetical against the Lakers, they would get dominated in the points in the paint. So I'm
it's
saying
over
they're
with.
gonna literally have to be dominant from 3. They're gonna have to be on and
Point.
be making 21, 22 threes in order to make up for losing points in the paint 60 to 40.
For sure.
So
It's not
I
gonna
don't
look
know.
good. They just gonna have to make it. They're gonna have to make it ugly. Like and then hit their 3. So like that's exactly what they're gonna have to do, man. That will be tough.
Absolutely. So I think that's it. I appreciate you for coming on.
I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, man, shout out to Chris, man, for having me down here. You can follow him on Twitter at Timed Out Sports. 3 in caps. And Instagram, you can follow him at Timed Out Sports with 2 underscores. Make sure you give him that follow, man, for the great content.